All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. My name is JonJonTheWise. You are watching The Wise Guys. We are about to play Cyberpunk Red, the complete rules given to us by our Talsorian Games before the official release of Cyberpunk Red. Thank you guys for joining us. Today we are continuing our story in Austin, Texas with The Wise Guys as they go through the Driscoll Hotel, picking up where we had left off. But before we do all that, just wanted to plug my podcast, Tabletop Cyberpunk, where I do like a breakdown of every episode that we do with the Wise Guys. I break down how I crafted that adventure and everything. So if you guys are interested in stuff like that, make sure you're subscribed to the podcast. And I also have an awesome Discord that I'm a part of. The link will be in the description below, where we have all kinds of people talking about Cyberpunk. It's a Cyberpunk fan Discord. So make sure you guys join that to get some cool Cyberpunk goodies. Now, let's get quick character introductions going, and let's get your point of view about the Austin atrocity through your character's lens. I want to know what you guys think about this organization, because in our last episode, our boy Sam Ectoplasm had become an honorary member, an official member of this booster gang. For what reason, who knows? Maybe that's why he's such a special little snowflake in our eyes. But let's get everybody's point of view of what their perspective is of the Austin atrocity, this random booster gang. And let's start with Barry Ruth.
With Barry, his opinion of them currently is that they're a bunch of random-ass gangers that he doesn't know anything about yet. They're useful for helping him get into the corporal office, but other than that, he doesn't know anything about them, and he's not particularly sure about this whole Sam joining them thing.
All right, now let's get Hub's opinion.
Yeah. So, he thinks they're all a bunch of loud, crazy assholes that he doesn't really want much to do with. They were useful as meat shields in that warehouse raid, but he is beginning to, I guess he started questioning Sam's judgment a long time ago. This just furthered that point, where he's like, man, why are you joining these people? Hub likes to be the subtle and inconspicuous, the exact opposite of what these people are.
Fair enough. Now, before we go to Sam, because I'd like you to have the last word on this, Sam, let's go to Blackadder, our resident netrunner. What do you think about this whole situation?
Meat shields, yes. I particularly like Sponge. I'm looking for that drug hookup. And I'm here to ride the wave. Sam's going to jam the whole way out, and I'm going to be bumping lines the whole way behind.
The only supportive member of the party to Sam.
And he's more supportive about the drugs than the atrocity.
All right, Sam. Why don't you tell us why you joined the Austin atrocity?
Sam joined the Austin atrocity because these dudes are hard-charging, hard-ass-kicking dudes, man. Like, they're a bunch of badasses. They hate the corporation. Sam Ectoplasm literally writes music and does shows for people like this because he hates the corporations as well.
So do you think that this was not a rash decision by Sam and there's no regrets?
There is zero regrets.
Zero regrets. Well, you heard it first from our resident rocker boy, Sam Ectoplasm.
Like no regrets.
Regrets.
What do you think your bandmates would think about the fact that you joined a gang? Do they even know?
I think they would be pissed off that they weren't there to be allowed to join as well.
Very nice. I mean, you keep good company.
Yeah.
Present company included. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get back to let's get some nice music going on here. We are at the Driscoll Hotel in Austin, Texas, which is exactly at I thought I had the address here. I don't. It's fine. We don't need the address. It's a real place in Austin, Texas. And this is our imagination of what it would be like in the dark future. Last time where we had left off, the party had entered the Driscoll Hotel. I'm just zooming in on the room. They had entered the lobby. They witnessed 3 armed or rough type individuals. They were from the Hot Fists booster gang in Austin, Texas. They witnessed these guys hassling the concierge. They talked to them. They told him, hey, kick rocks. Barry told him to kick rocks. The guy kicked rocks, and he went to his hotel room without any other issue. Then it was their turn to either book a room or talk to the concierge or try to figure something out. They walk into the room, and they notice there's a weird dynamic going on. There's a woman behind the desk. She's smoking a cigarette, and she looks like she definitely works there. But then there's this other chromed out bitch that's standing next to her with a crazy looking sword and a stone face. So the guys, with their intuition, they realize that this is not a coworker environment. This is a jailer and prisoner environment. And Barry just went with his instinct and pretty much just mollywopped her with his baseball bat. What's your bat's name again?
I believe we named it Betsy.
Betsy, that's right. He
Yes.
brought Betsy out, crushed this lady's fingers, and bashed her across the head. She fell to the ground unconscious, incapacitated. And they basically told the employee there, hey, you're free to go. We have no issues with you. We didn't really have issues with her either, but, you know, we need to get shit done. So this is how it's going to go down. She unlocked her computer for them, so they have full access to the manifesto of the hotel. And there's also a control node right under Blackadder's feet there on the map. And that's pretty much exactly where we left off.
I believe she also pointed out where the passwords were kept for people.
No, that was in the warehouse when she found all the passwords to the box. That was Elena.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so another member of the party that you guys can't see is Elena Covey, and the reason you can't see her is because she is a virtual intelligence. She's not an artificial intelligence. Well, she might be. It's kind of complicated. She used to be a person. Her consciousness was downloaded into a computer. Her body is long dead. And now she lives in Blackadder's cyberdeck and Barry Ruth's agent. And those are the only 2 places that she is currently right now.
Is she one organism that is like, or not organism, but one conscience that is in like the cyber deck and also like communicates with the agent, or is it 2 entities, one in each thing?
Like, is she 2 programs? Did I copy a program, or does she just still have access to my agent?
So
It's complicated.
It's definitely complicated. It's definitely complicated because she is 2 different programs, but she can communicate with herself kind of in an omnipotent way. So she can, as long as there is a Bluetooth connection or Wi-Fi connection between you 2, and I believe there is, because that's how you guys have been communicating. That's how Blackadder has been telling you guys, like, I got the robot, I'm in, I'm not in, you know, when he's far away from you guys. So she can use that same connection to speak to herself. But at the same time, she is 2 different programs. So if one dies, the other one's still alive. And the fact is, we don't even know if she's alive. We don't know what she is. She doesn't even know if she's alive.
She's something. By the way, to correct myself, for the bat's Betty, not Betsy.
Betty. That's fine. She doesn't know. She's a bat.
Rude.
Rude.
Hey, don't talk shit about Betty.
All right. So, we also had come to a realization when it comes to combat and the cover system, and we kind of fucked up critical injuries. It's done a different way. We can't exactly explain what we fucked up because we would give away the rules, and we're not allowed to do that. But just know that when combat comes, things might be a little bit different, and it's because we have been doing it incorrectly. We haven't been doing it rules as written. And that's mostly because we have our own idea of how things are from playing the Jumpstart Kit, from playing 2020, and then now things are a little bit different, and we just didn't catch it. But thankfully we have Brian, what the fool, because he's a wizard when it comes to that stuff.
Yeah, I've for some reason my brain just is it sets to understand rule systems and absorb them and stuff like that. So
Yeah, so he caught
it's
that.
my favorite useless skill.
I mean, it's great when it comes to gaming. All right, so boys, let's take it off from there. Blackadder, you have full access to your cyber deck, the control node, and there's a computer on this desk that you're in front of. So how would you like to proceed from this, boys?
Well, I made the suggestion that someone goes through the system and locks down every room except for the 2 rooms we need to get next to, because they think the guy we were trying to get to is in 207, but they were also super interested in room 206.
I believe there was some places on the first floor that were of interest too.
Yeah, those are the ones that have the people inside of them,
Mhm.
like the guards and stuff.
So, specifically, room 107 had somebody of interest. Room 205 had 2 males and 1 female. Room 207 should have Helix, and room 206 they were interested in, but it didn't say what was in it.
Yeah,
Right,
206. 206, they were trying to get that room, but they couldn't.
Obviously, this building's got eyes all throughout, correct?
Yep.
So let's get some eyes on all these rooms first.
Yeah.
So
So,
as you guys are having this conversation, you see a gentleman just walk across, and he just goes into the stairwell over here, just hangs out.
Was he armed?
It was hard to tell. Why don't I get a conceal reveal from you? And
Hell
then,
yeah.
and then I'll have him roll his conceal reveal. What is that actually from?
Oh,
Oh,
rolled bad. It's
Concealville is intel.
Intel? Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Mm.
oh yes.
Yeah, he was definitely armed. You saw the butt of SMG, and as it popped out for a second, it like clearly popped out of his jacket. I mean, all of you saw it. And he just kind of like shoved it back in and kind of like stutter stepped into the stairwell over here.
Now,
Alright,
what
I'll
does he
get it.
look like?
From your preliminary ideas of what he looked like, he just looked like any other patron of this hotel. He didn't have any insignias on him. He was wearing casual clothing. He didn't look like the typical corporate or a typical booster. He just looked like a normal edge runner.
Can I do perception to see if it sounded like he walked to the stairs and then stopped? Like, did I hear him walking up the stairs?
Sure.
And-
All right. You heard a few footsteps, and the footsteps ended.
All right.
All right, enough of this lollygagging around. Let's get eyes on all this shit right now.
Okay, so
Well,
just tell me what
first-
you want to know.
Cameras. Where are the cameras located? In the
So,
immediate area for like the hallways, so we can see who's coming. Because the worker that was there, she left in a flurry, like they're coming. So something's gonna get hot soon.
So
Let's get
from what
eyeballs.
you can see from the cameras is you can see these there are these drones that are throughout the hallway, and there's turrets like that one that you see, and they can see this entire hallway over here. I don't know if you could see my ping. Can you guys see it
Yeah.
over the
You can see. Yep.
Yeah, so there's a drone here, there's a turret here, and same as in the northern areas. And right now, from what you can see, the hallways are empty. There are no patrons in the hallway. You do see that guy that passed by in the stairway. He's over here. He's just standing in the stairway having a cigarette. And there's a turret directly above his head.
Okay, so turret on each end facing each other with a drone chilling.
The only problem is you can't see anything on the second floor. So anything that you can see right now is only the first floor.
Okay,
Yeah. For some reason, the second floor is on its own circuit.
great. All
Yeah.
right, relay that news to the boys, and then get into the computer, see if I can find anything.
All right.
Hi,
So it seems like we don't gotta lay the smack down on that dude yet.
Who knows?
Well, it sounds like we don't have to. Is he like facing towards the door that we'd have to come through?
Well, you could go out and peek if you'd like.
Well, I mean, he just saw him on the cameras.
Go stick your face
Oh,
out the
that's
door.
right. So he is looking out into the hallway. So if you guys come over here, you'll be exposed to him. As soon as you go right there, he'll see you. But he's just standing. I mean, looking from the. He's not at ready with his weapon out. He's just looking at his agent having a cigarette in the stairway, because there's actually a small little window on the top of the stairway where it vents out the cigarette smoke.
All right.
Hey, so I'm going to have at this moment that nice little sword Barry has. Right.
Mm-hmm.
It's super cool, super nice. I'm gonna use it to stab through the knocked out chick's heart.
Okay, you pierce her, and for a moment, she wakes up for a split second, but you hit a vital organ, her heart, and within a few seconds, she convulses and dies.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna take my chains, my belt off from around her arms, and put it back on.
She's also bleeding on the floor right now, so there's like kind of like a puddle of blood.
Well, yeah, I was trying to stab her in a place that would kill her very quickly, but also with the sword through her, I'm hoping not for a whole lot of blood right now.
Okay, let's call that some kind of dexterity check, because you're trying to be precise.
Would that be like a medicine thing?
I
Like,
think I'd allow it. 'Cause it's like
I-
human anatomy kind of thing, either like a medicine or a science or something like that, or deduction. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what skill would work out.
Concentration.
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 Yeah, I think that would be good. All right, you line up the sword, you put it exactly where it's supposed to go, and you're like, all right, let me get that in there. And she moved out of the way for a split second. She moved, causing your sword, the monokatana, to stab a different vital organ and a different blood vessel, and now it's just blood is everywhere. I mean, it's not spraying out, but there's clearly already a puddle of blood under her.
Okay, what's this right here?
That is bed. I
Alright,
think.
Yep, the bitch is getting just thrown down, kicked under the bed.
Okay, you don't have to roll for that. It's pretty simple. You just roll her. Blood is leaving a big blood stain over there, and you put her under the bed.
Whatever. Is there a thing with any towels or linens or anything?
No, but I think you could probably move this table on top of the blood stain.
Yep.
And maybe,
Done.
lock the door.
Well,
on
do
your
that
way out.
real quick and just for simplicity, and then be like, hey Hub, you want to smoke?
Nah, I'm good, man.
Yeah, Hub, come talk to this asshole with me. Sam,
Yo.
you want to sit at the desk and pretend you work here while DG does his stuff?
Yeah, because that's gonna blend in real fucking well.
In Cyberpunk? Sorry. Here? I mean, you don't look that much different from the chick with the multicolored hair with the half-shaved head that did work here.
How about this? How about this idea? I'm gonna walk up to the front door and lock it.
As long as no one comes banging on the door.
I mean, so far, nobody's tried to come into the hotel.
Yeah, so Barry and I'll go out there.
All right,
Have
Sam,
a chat.
without any issues, you're able to lock the front door. There's even a mechanism there, because, when they close up, they lock it. So you locked
fuck
up
is
this. That is one of the service drones that works for the hotel. It's just going around patrolling the hallways. It has seemingly no weaponry on it. It's just literally.
Sprite looked like it had guns.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
wait a minute.
I mean, it might have like a hidden compartment with a gun, but from your preliminary look onto it, it just looks like a service bot.
Alright.
The Roomba with wings.
Exactly, it's a Roomba, pretty much. It's a glorified Roomba.
And fucking punish.
All right.
This guy's just
So,
still having a cigarette. In fact, he finishes his cigarette and pulls out another one and lights the second one, chain lighting the second cigarette.
Nice.
All right. I'm going to step in here while talking to Hub.
Yeah, and this guy's
All
looking
right,
at his
yeah,
agent.
Anyhow, like I was saying, man, right? I saw the chick at the bar last night. She was smoking hot, and then I'm gonna start patting down my my pocket. Fuck. Hey, and now I'm gonna look at that guy. Hey, man, I must have left my pack at the bar. Can I get one from you?
He looks at you guys and says, "Oh, yeah, man, yeah, no problem." And he pulls his jacket to the side and clearly shows his SMG. And pulls out a pack of cigarettes and offers you a cigarette.
Yeah. Grab his smoke. Grab the smoke from him, lighten it up. So, anyhow, hey, how's your night going, man?
And he
Appreciate the
says,
smoke.
"Yeah, don't mention it. It's all right. I'm just compiling some content together for my ZTube channel."
All right, you're one of those guys. I see that. What type of content are you hooking up with?
Man, it's called Austin Exposed. And I'm exposing all of Austin, all these corpos, all these pieces of shit. I somehow got myself into this hotel, and I know that you guys aren't corporate type. I can tell from the look of you.
What gives it away?
I could just tell a little bit, and your buddy back there, definitely. Yeah, when he said that, you
when
popped
he
up,
says
right?
that shit, when he's like, "Man, you guys don't look like corporate stuff," Sam just kind of like walked in. He's like got his head. He's like he's listening to some of his music, and he's like looking around. He looks over at everybody smoking cigarettes and just goes.
So does Barry still have blood all over his hands?
No,
No.
Barry wiped that shit off on when he moved the bed and shit.
Okay.
Oh yeah, no, and also you guys went to the jackalope and washed up, and you haven't.
No, he
No,
was
I
talking
meant
about
from when
when he
he
murdering
just
that
stabbed
last
that
chick.
chick.
Oh yeah, no, he would wipe it on the sheets.
Alright. Just making sure that we weren't like, "Hey man, what's up? Give me a cigarette."
Yeah. So, you're okay. So you're here to explore Soco. What are you doing here for that? Like,
He looks around and he looks up at that turret up there, and he says, "I don't know, man. Maybe it's not good talking about it over
don't
here."
worry about that turret.
What do you mean? Don't worry about that turret?
Don't worry about that turret, man.
I mean, I gotta worry about it. You know, it's sensitive information. I don't want these assholes listening in. They got someone at that front desk listening in.
I did.
I'm just gonna.
Wait, hold on. What do you mean they did?
We may have given them the night off.
Oh shit!
Just kind of into my agent. Do me a favor. Shake the turret side to side.
I do such. You want an interface roll for that?
Actually, you don't have control of the turret, but what you can do is you can the camera that's on the turret, you can zoom in and out of, and they'll hear the motor of the camera zooming in and out. So
Alright.
as soon as he says that, if you just zoom the camera, it'll make a noise.
I'm doing extreme close up on his face right now.
You do that, he kind of listens in, and he goes, and he kind of gets like a little bit hush hush, and he goes, "Who the fuck are you guys? Wait, hold on. Can I put this on film?"
No.
All right, well, it's worth a shot.
when Barry's like, "No."
I'll
Sam's like,
grab.
"Oh, come on."
Turn around to him, point at the brand, point at the desk. No.
It's gonna be fun.
Let's just say that you're. So tell me what you know, because your vlog might get more interesting tonight.
And he says, well, listen, man, I told you who I was. I told you what I'm doing here, and you guys have me at a disadvantage and outnumbered. So why don't you give me a little bit of information?
Barry's gonna just kind of, he's gonna finish the smoke, flip it down, grab his hockey mask and pull it down while going ahead and shading his skin to the granite color and his hair to the jet black and his eyes to the jet black through his tech stuff, you know? Tech
Yeah,
AS.
and while you do that, this guy kind of backs up a little bit. And if I can get a human perception from you guys.
Yeah.
Sam just kind of chuckles and goes, I like when he does that.
I'm
Things-
busy.
Things are about to
I'm
get real
busy
fun.
arguing with Sam over whether or not we can record it.
Barry crits. Oh, Sam crits too.
Jesus.
Sam crits!
Sam
Even
double
better.
crits.
Dude, Barry and Sam, you guys can obviously tell this guy is a little bit nervous because he feels like this is not a chance encounter that you guys are talking to him, and he's playing it as cool as possible.
Well, we're just concerned citizens who have heard that some corpos in the area tend to want to overstep their bound.
And he says, "Okay, so what
to-
corp you talking about here?"
I'm going to go ahead and going to roll a persuasion real quick to try and keep him calm.
Mm-hmm.
Be like, listen, man, I can tell you're getting nervous. We're not here. We're not against you. We're, you know, it seems like we're both heading towards the same outcome.
Oh my god, crit again.
Nice.
And he says, "All right." I don't know, man. You gotta understand. I mean, you got control of the turret, and you're just walking up to
Oh,
me.
yeah,
and you did that whole.
I'll tell you right now. Me and Hub stepping in here was not to get a smoke. It was to size you up because we saw you walk past the front. We saw you had a gun on you. Which, if you're trying to hide it, you're doing a real bad job of it.
Fuck! I fucked up, man. I mean, it just popped out of my jacket. It was just worst timing. But I'm glad you guys are cool with it. You said your name's Hub?
No, I said Blub.
Lub. Oh, I thought I heard Hub.
No.
Okay, that's cool, man.
Just as soon as that guy's not looking at me anymore, I just give Barry the stink eye.
Very just real cool. No, I said Lub, man.
And what about you? Pointing at you,
This is
Barry.
Lub Taylor. Me? You know, once the mask comes down, I don't really have a name. We'll discuss my name at another time.
All right, man. And then I'm guessing your buddy back there is.
Oh, he'll tell you who he is. He'll tell the world who he is.
I just like quietly groan a little bit. Yeah, will.
Oh, you want to know who I am? I'm Sam Ectoplasm, and we're here to fuck shit up.
I'm going to kind of, as Sam goes to speak, Barry kind of does the for volume down. Don't scream it, please.
When he tells me the volume down thing, Sam just kind of like Sam's just like, fuck you.
Listen. So I'm assuming you're here because of Biotechnica. Is that fair?
And he laughs, and right when he does that, I'm sure you guys noticed this guy came out of this room here. And if you want any information on him, you guys can do a streetwise check.
Alright.
And I'm gonna.
I don't see it from my.
Oh, okay, great job, Hub. So yeah, he laughs, and while he's laughing, Hub, you look that way. You notice the guy's also a hot fist. And he's just standing there. This is not the same guy that you saw, any of the same guys you saw earlier. He's just standing here. He kind of looked in your guys' direction, but it looks like he's guarding the door, kind of, just like standing in the hallway.
What room number did he just walk out of?
That would be room 102.
Okay, so that's not one of the ones we're looking for, right?
I believe not.
Okay.
But I will. You should probably key over to Adder about the room.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
Speaking of Adder,
So,
Yes.
but you did ask this guy, you did say, you're here for Biotechnica, and he says, I'm always here for Biotechnica. Those motherfuckers have been working in Austin, and I know they're up to something big. And he kind of looks at you, Barry, with the side eye, and he goes, you know something about what they're doing, don't you?
we're here to speak with them. Let's put it that way.
Well, hey,
And grin.
how about we become allies as long as you're within this Driscoll hotel?
Let me, yeah. So tell me what you know about them. How did you find out that they were here? Do you know what they're here for?
I've been staying at this hotel for over 2 weeks, and I've been watching Biotechnica goons come in and out of this place constantly. And over the past 24 hours, I'd say maybe less, they've kind of been in a tiffy. Something's going on out there in Austin. Maybe it has to do with that giant explosion that happened at Lady Bird Lake. I don't know. That's just hearsay. But it sounds like something big is going on. Now,
When he mentions that explosion, you just hear.
Now, what's going on with them, I'm not sure, but I can tell you that the Austin Police Department's forensic examiner's in this hotel. He's on the second floor somewhere. I've seen him. I saw him with my own damn eyes. That's why I got this smoking habit. And that's why I like this stairwell, because people use it. And
So you've been watching them. How about in the last, say, 2 hours? How much activity have you seen from them?
well, I've seen a lot of hot fists come through here. And he kind of eyes the guy all the way in the back over there. And that guy's not really paying attention to you guys. And he says, a lot of hot fists. And, I mean, I don't know if you know anything about those boys, but they're for hire, is what they call it. Mercenaries of the streets. Seeing them in here just sounds like they're trying to bolster some protection here. I think that they don't want people taking the doctor out for a walk, if you know what I mean.
I hear you. I hear you.
Now, there was a point in time where we were told by hotel security meaning that girl at the concierge and her weird wacko chromed out buddy, they told us that anybody in the hallway would be shot by the turrets, so they should stay inside their hotel rooms for at least 1 hour. What happened? I don't know, but I did see a few blood marks on the carpet that the cleaning service bots were cleaning up. And they,
Oh
when
no,
was
that's terrible.
yeah, maybe they were somebody was bleeding while they were going up the stairs.
Huh.
Yeah, that's what I
And
said.
how long ago was that?
That was about 6 hours ago, 5 hours ago, maybe.
Okay.
So that would be
So-
in timeline. That would be right when you guys were heading towards the warehouse, and that's like around that time.
Okay.
So prior to the explosion. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Well, let me get your agent contact number.
And he says, "Oh, we're becoming buddies so fast."
We might be there might be some stuff to slide your way that you might enjoy. It never helps having multiple sources sending stuff out.
He pulls out his agent, and it's common knowledge that if you guys just tap your agents, it automatically exchanges contact information.
Just touch
Yeah.
tips.
Yep, just touch
Touch
tips.
tips. It's all good.
You guys touch tips, and a contact comes into your phone, and it is listed as Archon. That's his name.
Archon.
What
I
does
will have
your
set-
contact say?
Oh, my agent is set to list as unknown by nature.
He looks at it and he says, if I had a nickel every time I had an unknown number in this agent.
Swap it to stone if you need something to remember me by.
Stone.
We'll go with that.
All right, stone it is. And as you guys are having this conversation, this hot fist is he's about to walk past you, Sam. Do you block his way? He looks like he's headed towards the stairs. You're muted.
I don't move out of his way.
He looks at you and says, "Got a problem?"
I don't know. Do I?
How easy is it to see your Austin Atrocity brand?
John.
It's
John.
right on his
Like my character's wearing a tank top that he's wearing that vest in the picture that he's got, right?
Yeah.
On my character picture, he's wearing that vest. It's a tank top, and he's got all of his light tattoos and then a fresh brand right here. So it's like he's like this.
Yeah, so it's visible. So he when he says, "Do you got a problem?" his eyes meet your Austin Atrocity brand, and there's a sudden realization from him, and he kind of takes a step back, and he goes, "The fuck are the Atrocity doing here, huh?"
I'm just hanging out. I'm trying to find a room, man. What are you doing here?
Don't you guys have somewhere to be other than here? You know this is a hot fizz spot.
No, I didn't know that actually. This kind of feels like a Sam spot.
Who the fuck is
Yeah.
Sam?
Especially this spot right here. This feels like this is a nice me spot. I like this spot right here.
I'm gonna just tap Sam on the shoulder and look over at the guy and be like, "Hey, we're not trying to start anything. You know,
Neither am I.
yeah. So I've out of character. Which rooms are we looking for again? Down on the first floor, at least. Was it
107 on the
107?
first floor.
Just 107.
So by the notes, I have 107 on the first floor, 205 on the second floor, 207 up top, and 206.
Okay. I'd say, hey, do you know anything about, like, I'll address the hot fizz guy and be like, you guys know anything about who lives in 107? We're trying to get a little bit of info on those guys.
He goes, "Why the fuck would I?" And then he stops and he kind of sizes you guys up and he goes, "Nah, man, I don't know anything about that." And then you see him back up a little bit more, like a little bit slowly. He's trying to play it off.
So can we have
Do we want?
Can we
do you
have
want us
DG
to
do
roll-
all the stuff? Can we have DG do all the stuff that Blackadder would have been doing while we're talking to this guy? Like
Yeah,
taking control of the turrets.
yeah. If you want to get
Blocking-
into the net, we could
Yeah, I
do the
think
net.
net.
it's time to move
Well,
back
we-
to
we-
Blackadder.
We've kind of been talking over him, so
Okay, so let's go to the net very quickly and get some actions going.
Oh, hold on. I gotta
Ooh.
fit that. That's all zoomed in. Jesus.
I know. I don't
Yeah,
know. if it's so
fancy
zoomed
little
in.
net.
Okay, let me just do
Like
this.
we're in Mega Man Battle Network.
That was a big ass picture, John.
Is that our representation of Elena?
That's correct. So that's Blackadder and Elena.
Hoop earrings.
Sick.
So why don't I get a Pathfinder so we can see what's in this net architecture from you? Okay, so you can tell that there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can tell the first 5 floors, but there's 2 more after that, making a total of 7. But you're blind to what's down there. So I'm gonna type out exactly what you see. You see 1 password up ahead, a black ice. I'm just typing it into chat.
Yep.
And then on 3 there's a branch. So north branch is a control. Ahead to the ahead is a password. And then south is another control. Okay. So after the password, which is ahead, is another black ice. And that's actually on the 5th floor. So the password is on the 4th floor. The black ice is on the 5th. And that is a raven and a wisp. The first black ice is just a wisp.
Okay.
Okay, so that's what you see. And then floor 6 and 7, you have no idea what are there.
Yeah, they're blind, right?
Yeah, exactly. So would you like to jack in?
Yes, sir.
All right, let us enter the net. All right, you are within the net, and up ahead is a password. Let me get an interface check. Okay, with the 13, you pass, and you are immediately... Would you like to move on to the
Yes.
black ice? Okay, so
Yes.
the black ice appears.
So the first one was the wisp, right? Yeah.
Yeah, so a black ice wisp appears in front of you. Let me just get my cheat sheet out real quick, and it is going to attack you first. 2 plus 4, all right, 6. You have to beat a 6. All right, you beat it. It tries to attack you, and you are able to dodge out of the way. And now you can counterattack it.
Yep, want to zap it first.
Okay, let's see a zap. All right, that's a 14. Pretty good. Versus its... All right, you are able to zap it. You zap it and hit it with a nice heavy little attack there. How much damage do you do?
3d6, right?
3d6 to a black ice, yeah.
All right, roll. 15.
All right, 15 damage is its entire health points. And you slash at this, and it de-reses in front of your eyes.
Beautiful.
Okay, let's just move it over here in the corner. Now, moving on through the net architecture.
Yeah, we come to the branch.
You are at a branch. Ahead of you is a password.
Yep, let's roll it.
Okay, and then we also have 2 controls right here. Token, okay.
Nice.
So, control on each side, you're at a branch. So, looking from where you are, the left control here is security cameras, which you already have control of through the computer. And on the right-hand side is the trash compactor. And then there's a password ahead.
Oh, that means someone's got to get thrown in it.
All right, so that latest 14, that's the interface for the password.
All right, that is a pass. You pass through there. And on the next floor will be another black ice. So let's just move these out of the way. And you are immediately jumped by a raven and a wisp. I believe this is the raven. Let me see here.
Yeah, there's 2 of them, right?
Yeah, that's right. Okay, let's get the wisp first. Oof, that's... Oh, no, that was you. All right, the wisp tries to attack you. It lunges at you, and you move out of the way. And the raven is actually going to attack Elena, who is with you. 14, that's pretty good.
Oof.
All right, let's see if Elena can beat that. She cannot. The raven is going to attack her, doing 1d6 damage. The raven flies to her avatar and pecks at her eyeballs. And we said she was an Ifrit, right? So she would have 25 minus 5. All right, she is at 20 HP now in the net. And now it is your turn.
I'm going to go after the raven.
Okay. And here's the raven's dodge to your attack. 11. Oof, that's pretty good. All right, with the 16, this raven is trying to zip-zap out of the way, but you're able to connect with your attack. Hit it with your attack. Roll your damage. 10 damage. You slice at it with your sword, and you see a large chunk of it disappear. But it is glitching in the net, but it's still alive. And Elena looks at you, her avatar looks at you and says, "Which one should I go for?"
Go for the one that's hurt. Hit that raven.
Without question, she swings. And with a clawed fist, a fist with the claw at the end, kind of like Wolver's, she slashes at this raven, and the raven tries to dodge, and it is not able to. She does 3d6 damage as well.
Smoke him.
And she smokes him.
Nice.
And he's out of the net.
Love that.
Now, the wisp is going to try to attack. And it is going after you, Blackadder. It flies at you, trying to slash you with its wings. Now, let me get a interface against it.
Yep. Coming in 12.
You dodge with expert ease, and it is your turn.
Alright, same thing. I'm going to attack. Sword. Roll another interface, 15.
All right, 15 is great. You're able to connect. Let's get your attack.
15 damage.
15 damage is its maximum health. And just like that, this program is at your mercy as well. All right, well done. You have defeated the Black Ice. You move on to an unknown floor. And to your left is a control. To ahead is a control. And we also got something very brand new here.
Ooh.
We got a file.
Ooh.
File on the right-hand side. All right? So the control system to your left over here, that is turret systems. The control to your front is labeled as skeleton key card. And the file on your right-hand side says Hotel Guest Manifest.
Beautiful. I'll immediately want to take control of the turrets.
Okay. Roll me an interface. All right. Unfortunately, you are not able to. Let's see if Elena can do it. Oh, hell no, she can't. Nope. She also cannot. Let's try again.
Alright, one more. Ooh.
Oh, no.
There's my rolls. Here we go.
It is momentarily locked out. The
Barry
controls.
couldn't do it either.
Elena asks you, should I go for the key card or the file?
We need control of them guns.
She says, all right, I'll try, but it's proving to be difficult.
I have faith.
And she tries to take the turrets.
Oh, fuck's sake, man.
She says, maybe there's some kind of systems guide or something on the computer that can give us a guide to this architecture. And maybe it can help us.
Alright, let's grab the file.
Okay, so you're still connected to the net, and you can use the computer at the same time, just letting you know.
Alright, yeah, I am sitting right in front of it, too.
Yeah, so you can do the file. Let's do the file real quick.
Alright.
All right, you do an ID, and you are able to grab the file. Hotel Guest Manifest. It zooms into your cyber deck, and you have this file showing all the hotel, a more detailed look at the hotel guests. On the computer, it would just say male occupant, female occupant. This one has a little bit more information for each room.
Do I have their socials?
No,
Those maiden names.
you don't. But you have general information about why they are there. So it looks like, just from preliminary looks on this file, it looks like all the people that are here are supposed to be in the rooms that they're in. They're not just like random guests that appeared. For at least most of them.
Alright.
Alright?
Alright.
Now, let's go back to the guys real quick. And then we'll come back to you. Now, was there a question you guys wanted to ask Blackadder?
Well, first, before they ask anything, I'm just gonna relay, over to them. We're in, but I don't have control over the turrets yet. It's proving to be extremely difficult. I do, however, have the full manifesto in detail of all of the patrons of this building.
And when he says that to you guys, this hot fist is gonna be like, "Look, man, I don't want any issues. I was just trying to use the stairs, but if you want to block my way, then block my way."
You could have just said, "Excuse me, I'm not trying to cause any problems here."
I roll my eyes at Sam. I'm like, "Look, man, we're gonna be done here soon. We're not here for you or any of your people. So if you guys want to just chill out in your rooms for a little while, that's fine."
Oh, but you're here for something, aren't you? And
Yeah,
and he says that.
Everybody's here for something.
And Archon says, "Hey, man, take it easy. These guys are my security detail. All right, they finally got here, and they've been watching my ass. All right, it's not like you haven't seen something like that before, have you?" And he kind of sizes everyone up, and he says, "Why didn't you hire us?" And he kind of like has a little smile on his face. And Archon looks at him and says, "Everyone has their preference. These are my boys, okay?" And this guy, the hot fist, nods his head and he goes, "Yeah, I get it. Business is business. Well, you know what? I changed my mind. I don't need to use the stairs. I'm just going to go back to my room. I'll see you guys later." And he begins to walk away.
As soon as he gets back into his room, I'm gonna ask Blackadder if he can lock the guy's door from there.
And if he can set a signal to jam, like, any agents from that room, if that's a thing he can do. I don't know if he can, but neither does Barry. Barry thinks he.
Unfortunately, there's no cameras in the rooms. There's only cameras in the hallways. And the only way you can change his lock is if you get control of the skeleton key card. Which he's right there, but he's not there yet.
So wait, his card that he has physically on his person?
No, he's in the net right now. He has got his forward path, turret control, and skeleton key control, and they're both trying to get the turrets right now. But he can always just go, I'll go after the skeleton key.
Yeah,
exactly.
I guess when I ask him if he can lock these guys in his room, he can pretty quickly swap over to focusing on trying to get that skeleton key.
So why don't I first get a library check from you, Blackadder, to see if you can find a systems guide? Alright, you do a great job. You go through the files and you actually find a architecture systems guide for the net architecture that you're in, giving you a +2 to the first floor's net architecture, okay? So now you know where you went wrong trying to get control of the turrets.
Sam just kind of goes, hey Barry, if this door can't get locked, why don't we like get kind of close so you can, baseball the fuck out of whoever comes out that door first, you know what I'm saying?
So you guys...
Or that shiny new katana you got.
So Blackadder would have to try to get the skeleton keycard right now at this moment, and if he fails, then this guy's going to be able to get into his hotel room.
Oh no, we're waiting until he goes into his room and just maglock the door so they can't get out.
Okay, sounds good. So he does that, he walks into his room, and then Blackadder, let me get an interface roll to see if you can get the skeleton key.
That's with that +2.
Exactly, +2.
And do I have +1 from Elena as well?
No, that's only with Biotechnica
yeah.
Systems. Yeah, and actually you would get a +2 with Biotechnica Systems.
All right.
Oh
so
man,
just the +2. There we go.
Barry, it's like Barry. You know what I should have brought in here?
17.
All right.
I should have brought Big Bertha with me.
No, you should not have.
You have control of the skeleton key card. There's actually a machine on the desk that prints out key cards. And you also have a general map out of every room. It says 101, 102, 103, all the way up to room 10... What?
We lost Brian's visuals.
Oh, we did?
Yeah, I know. I turned them off purposely because I'm walking outside real quick. I have y'all on my phone right now while DG's doing his thing.
Okay, that's fine. So basically, you have control of all the lock mechanisms all the way from room 101 to room 109. Each room. You can literally just change the locks on them, and you can even print out a key card for anybody. You could just print it out right there at the desk.
Okay.
Yeah, let's lock all the rooms and then get us a key card so we can go check them without having to worry about somebody coming up behind us.
I'm gonna do a multitude of things. First and foremost, I want to pass off the manifesto of everybody that's in the rooms. I want to pass off the map so everybody knows the map, and then I'm gonna reset all the passwords on all the doors and get a MasterCard for all of them.
What does room 107 say it's got in it?
Okay. So, first of all, what would happen is you would tell Elena to do it, and Elena can just pass it to Barry's agent.
Yep.
And from that, Barry can see that in room 107, there's a male occupant, and he works for Biotechnica, and he's a guest. And he is actually supposed to... He usually patrols with him in the hotel with a tech. He has a tech that's with him, and she's just an independent contractor. And that's all you know. You know that there's someone for Biotechnica working in there, and then there's a tech with him, and she's a private contractor. And room 107 would be right here, by the way. This is room 107.
What do we have on file for the other rooms? And are there any notes that the hotel staff have left about these guests?
So, room 101 is consistent with what the guy said. He's a Z-tuber, an Austin Z-tuber, and he is a content creator and all that, and does vlogs and stuff like that. Room 102, which is the next room over here. There are 2 male occupants and 3 male occupants. And there's a hot fist fixer in there. His name is Mouthpiece. And he's an information broker. Okay? Would you like to know about room 103?
Yeah, I want to know all the rooms.
Okay, room 103 has 1 female occupant and 1 male occupant as her security. The female's name is Bizarre, spelled like this: Bizarre and Bazaar.
Strange marketplace.
Exactly, like
Bizarre,
strange
bizarre.
market. Yeah, and she sells Netrunner programs.
Ooh.
She's a Netrunner.
Can't get Netrunner programs over the net for free.
Room 104, next one up, is where our 3 hot fists were waiting when they walked into the lobby. Those were those guys that you guys saw. And it says here that there's a note that says waiting for Biotechnica connection. So they're waiting for whoever they were supposed to talk to from Biotechnica.
That's
Okay.
104.
Yep, that's 104, which is right here.
Roger.
Okay?
Roger.
105, next one over, it says do not enter. 105.
105, yep.
It says do not enter. Austin jesters are inside. And if I can get a Streetwise from you guys.
I already like these guys.
All right, Sam, you've and Hub. Absolutely. We'll go with Hub. You, as soon as you heard Austin jesters, you're like, "Oh my god, not these motherfuckers. They're a violent gang, and they're actually bozo posers. They've heard of the bozos in Night City, and they're like, "Hey, why don't we do something similar, but with our own twist?" And they're called the Austin Jesters. And they are literally a violent gang, and it says on one of the notes here that not to go in, not to interact with them.
Man, they sound like a bunch of assholes. I don't trust anybody who wears a jester hat.
I know, right? Who would do such a thing?
What kind of weirdo would do that? The next door over here is a trash room where the trash is stored. And that's where the trash compactor is. And then next one, room 106, is vacant. And then we're here at room 107. I already told you what's in there. Room 108 also has a Biotechnica employee.
Oh, okay.
And it says Biotechnica employee, and there's a note that they came in at the same time as 107. So 108 and 107 checked in at the same time. Last one over here, 109, is vacant.
So we should have Blackadder lock down every room that's got the hot fists.
I'll just lock
Biotechnica.
down every room for right now. Just
Yeah,
all
that's
the
what I did.
rooms.
I locked them all down, and I printed out a skeleton key that will open any of them. Just walk up to it and use it on any of the doors.
Yep, you can do that easily. And you actually don't have control of the service bots, but you can give them basic commands. You can't actually control exactly where they go, but you can give them basic commands. So you guys make skeleton keys and everything. So every door you want to lock, right?
Correct.
Okay, you do that.
Before we go around and start shooting, we want to let this guy get back to his room and get him locked up too, so he doesn't get involved in the firefight.
How's he
Well,
gonna capture content if he's stuck in his room?
We don't want him to capture content. We don't. Why you guys so much? Why are you guys so insistent on wanting to leave a paper trail?
Because it's fun.
Come on, you guys can appreciate being on YouTube or ZTube. I mean,
I need highlight reels for my next music video, man.
he
We got all that footage of you getting shot in the warehouse. Let's go.
So this guy, what do you guys say exactly out loud? And what does he hear?
I assume that.
I
whole
guess I'll say
conversation-
we want to get him back to his room before we go to work.
Did you guys mention out loud in earshot of him that you're closing up, you're locking all the rooms?
Well, I mean, he's in earshot of us, and we are talking about it.
Okay, well, I didn't know if that was out of character or in character, so that's what I
Yeah.
wanted to know. So in
He
character,
might have heard us like talking to Adder about it over the.
So basically Hub says something along the lines of like, you know, he's talking to Adder and he goes, "Hey, do we want to let this guy get in his room before we lock everything down?" And then Adder's like, "But I mean, so all we can hear on the other side of it, because it's a call between all of us, but all this guy can hear is, you know, Hub go, should we let this guy back in his room before we lock everything down?"
and then this guy says, "Wait, hold on."
And then Hub goes, "No, man, why are you guys so obsessed on being? Why are you guys so obsessed with being being videotaped?" And then Sam goes, "I need highlight footage for my next music video, dude. Come on."
That's what he hears.
And he says, wait, hold on, guys. This shit's happening way too fast. All right, listen to me. And he pulls out his jacket and begins to pull out his SMG. Not in a threatening way, but kind of like in a preparation way. And he says, "I have a feeling I'm going to have to be using this bad boy here." Go ahead.
It would probably be better if you just went to your room and chilled out till this was over.
He says, I have one request. Let Bazaar out. She has nothing to do with this. She doesn't work with Biotechnica. She doesn't work with the Hot Fists. She's just a tenant of this hotel.
All right,
We're
so
just after a couple of certain rooms, just the Biotechnica people.
He says, can you guys trust me to go and tell her to leave?
We're
On one condition.
not gonna. Well, hold on. Nobody's leaving. We're not gonna go in there. We're gonna do our business. Then we're gonna leave and unlock all the doors. Stay in your room. You'll be fine.
He says, stay in my room. Are you kidding me and miss all this?
Yes.
He said,
Yes,
I've been
miss all-
stuck in that goddamn room for 2 weeks and there's finally some action once you crazy idiots walk through that door. No disrespect. But you took over the turrets. You're taking control of the entire system. I mean, you don't even know what's on the second floor, man. You need my help.
I'm going
He's got-
pull
He's
out.
got a point.
I'm going to go ahead and attach the power fist to my left hand. Go ahead and put that on. And then I'm going to look at the guy.
Well, I'm gonna hold his attention while Barry is walking up.
Okay, let me
Please.
get a stealth.
Yeah, tell us. Oh, are you?
I'm not trying to do that. Barry's actually just prepping.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, if you're gonna do something like that, like distract him, I'll need a performance from Barry, and I'll need a stealth from. I'm sorry, performance from Hub and a stealth from Barry. But if you're not doing that, then
Barry's not trying to be stealthy.
okay.
Okay. Well,
But-
yeah.
Brian just said
Yeah.
Barry's like.
So I'm just asking. Please tell us, why do we need you for the second floor?
And he says, he looks at you and he says, "Listen, man, Biotechnica's got that whole thing locked down. I know you guys don't have control of the second floor. I've walked up there, all right? I haven't seen a single service bot up there. I haven't seen a single employee of this hotel go up there. In fact, if you go up there, the first thing you're going to see is somebody from Biotechnica. So, I kind of know my way around. They've seen me before. They know I'm no threat. If you guys are with me, they might change their tune when they see you."
I doubt it.
So here's the thing you need to remember if you're insisting on coming along with this. Our boy right there stays off your camera at all times.
He says, "I'm not interested in the camera right now. I'll do the content some other time. This is big shit."
And then Sam's gonna go. Also, you know how something's been pissing off Biotechnical a lot lately?
And he says, "Yeah, go on."
God damn.
Just
These guys.
Love. God damn it.
God
rubbing
damn it.
his temples.
He says, "I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it. You guys are involved in some shit. You guys are the thorn in their fucking side. When did you're the ones that started all this shit about 12 hours ago, 18 hours ago?"
Well, technically they started. You can
They
tell
fucking
your
first.
friend to stay in her room.
All right, and he's about to leave, and he says, "Wait, just give me one little nugget, something. What do they want? Who are they after? A booster gang? Is it the Atrocity? Do they got shit with the Atrocity?
They do now.
What else? What else? Give me something, man. You got to give me something. We'll keep it anonymous."
I just kind of look over at Hub and I was like, "It's up to you, man."
Well,
We got people who get hurt if the information gets out.
so hold up. Real quick. Sam already sent stuff off to Night City to be released, right?
Yeah, exactly.
But all the stuff that we found in the first lab, like the preliminary stuff, I was like, "Hey, I found this. Leak it." I was like,
Yeah.
"Put Biotechnica on blast in Night City," and then I was like, "We might have more information to follow."
So since we already have that leaking, I'll look over at him and go, from what we've seen, there has you heard about what's that club's name again, John?
The Storm.
Jackalope.
No,
Not the Jackalope.
the Storm.
You heard about the storm and people disappearing from it, and how it was right outside a Biotechnica lab.
He pulls out a pad and he's writing in it as you're talking, and he says, "Yep."
Well, they were Biotechnica was experimenting on people that disappeared, trying to make basically a human daemon.
I'm sorry, a human demon? You mean like in the net?
Turning people into computer
In the
programs
net.
in the net, man.
They were trying to find a way to take humans, and basically slave them to a system, to their system, so they have effectively a permanent net runner in their system.
Hold on, man. You're trying to tell me that Biotechnica has the technology to download someone's consciousness into an artificial intelligence?
That's what it's looking like right now.
I mean,
And if you hurry, you might beat the people in Night City that we sent the information to.
well, have they been successful?
I'm pretty sure we had to destroy one, and we found another one of their lesser experienced As far as fully successful, I don't think so yet.
So that's why they have the forensic examiner. That doctor, he specializes in DNA splicing and stem cell research.
Yeah, you stick with us, and your media career might just blow up. Just make sure you keep most of us out of it.
He says, okay, he pulls out his agent and he starts saying, he says, all right, I'll be right back. And he's talking into his agent, talking about the things that you guys told him. It looks like he's taking notes. And then when he gets over here, why don't I get a perception check? Would perception be for hearing?
Well, I would have been kind of moving with him to keep a
well, if you're
make sure one of the hot fists and stuff like that don't jump out at him and
Roger.
stuff like that.
Roger.
The doors are locked now, and we've got the skeleton key, right?
Okay.
Yep.
So in that case, you guys turn the corner with him, and
Yeah, we
he's
would have had to gone with.
there's no need for a perception check.
Good.
Yeah.
Oof.
Because yeah. So he gets to the door, he knocks on the door, he does like a special knock, waits, knock, and the door opens.
The doors are locked.
Yeah.
I would reach down after he does the special thing and hit the skeleton key to unlock it.
Okay, you do that, you unlock it. And
That doesn't look like his girlfriend.
and there's a guy at the door, and he looks at he's like, Archon, what's going on, man? How the hell did you open my door? And he looks and he says, oh man, listen, there's some crazy shit going on right now, alright? Can we come in or what? These guys are cool. And you hear a voice from inside, and she goes, Archon, yeah, come on in. And this guy steps back over here, and you guys are allowed to come into the room.
Right, I'll stay out in the hallway.
Yeah, I'll move in with Archon.
Okay.
And
Actually,
I'm
I'm gonna make like an open channel with my agent, and I'm just gonna move down here. Like
So,
keep an eye down at the door.
So Sam kind of like walks in and looks around. He's like, Barry, you good? I'm gonna go keep an eye on our boy.
Yeah, I got this.
And then I'm gonna just. Oh no, I'm sorry. From what you said earlier, Sam's like, "Yo, Stone, you good? All right, I'm gonna go. You're good. I'm gonna go keep an eye on our boy, and I'm gonna come right back over here.
Okay.
Like, I'll let a message out, and I'm like, "Yo, I'm posted up at the other corner of the."
All right, sounds good.
First floor.
You guys are split up over there, and Bazaar says, what can I sell you, Archon, and your buddy here? And the guy over here says, they opened our door. They had a key. And she like looks kind of like confused. And Archon says, listen, I can't really explain what the fuck's going on here, but you need to get the fuck out of here, both of you. Or stay in this room and don't fucking get out. It's up to you. Either way, I can't tell you what to do.
You need to stay in this room.
This motherfucker.
Like Stone just straight up. You need to stay in this room. The door's going to be locked.
And she looks and she says, solid state, what do you think? And he just shrugs his shoulders and he says, we've been in this room already. What's the difference? And she looks and she says, she goes, look, I don't know what kind of shit you guys are into right now, but if we're in danger, let me know. I'll get the fuck out of here. I haven't made a sale in 2 weeks.
You shouldn't be in danger here. We have nothing against you. Speaking of that, what are you selling? And I'm going to key open a thing to add her.
She shows her programs. Looks like she has a backup drive, a DNA lock, an eraser, a hellhound, a lich, a wisp, and a sabertooth, and a Sia booster, Speedy Gonzalez, and a shield. Let me see if I can copy paste this whole thing into the chat. Yep.
Dang! Holy chat roll. Holy shit.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
going to.
It's all good. That's good. I'm copying it all down right now, buddy.
Yeah.
Give me that,
So-
give me that shit.
I wish the
And as I
formatting
hear
was
that-
better.
As I hear all of that, I'm gonna send a message to Stone. Tell her.
Stone's about to give everybody nicknames, by the way.
And that's fine. Tell her don't leave the room. If she wants to make a sale, she'll stay in the hotel.
And I'm gonna kind of pop over to him. Is it something I can pick up for you?
Out of character, I'm trying to keep them in the hotel. I'm not trying to let anybody out of the hotel.
Okay.
I'm going to look at her. It's like, after everything goes down, if you're looking to make a sale, we'll be back.
DNA lock 100%.
And she says, deal. She puts her hand out. If you shake on it, it's a deal.
I'll reach out and shake her hand.
She shakes your hand back.
Just don't crush your hand with the iron fist.
No, I'm shaking it with the other hand. There's likely to be a lot of interest going on around here soon, but know that you're going to be good.
And she looks at you and she says, as long as you buy something, I'll stay in this goddamn room.
Yeah, my friend Smoke is going to be looking for something soon.
And Archon says, all right, let's get the fuck out of here. And right when that happens, you hear the lock on this door jingle a little bit, Sam.
Which room was that again?
That was the room with the Austin Jesters in it.
Oh, the Austin Jesters are trying to get out of the room, I think.
And you can hear, like, hey, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck? And then you hear, like, a little bang, bang, bang on the door. They're jingling the doorknob. They're trying to get it to work. It's not fucking opening.
I'm gonna. Hey, Screamo, come on.
Well, Sam.
Listen, just deal with
Screamo.
it for right now. I'm going to kind of knock gently on the door, just kind of like, the customer service knock.
You want mid for pillow?
And be like,
Housekeeping?
sorry.
I want to be in front.
Yeah. Hey, sorry, sirs. You know the issue we've been having with the second floor where there's a problem right now. Everything will return to normal within an hour. We apologize for the inconvenience.
All right, let's get a persuasion. And I'll give you a +2. All right, so 21. All right. And they're in there going, what the fuck? And you hear them saying, like, they're saying that we got to stay in the goddamn room. And then the other one, you hear another voice in there go, I'm not fucking staying in here. God damn it. Open this goddamn door.
Sirs, we'll take this night off of your bill. We understand the problem, but you know the issues we've been having with the corporation who's obtaining the second floor currently.
And you hear a voice kind of like behind gritted teeth. I don't like locked doors. The walls are fucking closing in, man. And you see the end of a knife jut out of this wooden door as he stabs the door.
Oh, the doors are wood? I thought they were metal.
No, these are wooden doors. It's
I'm gonna
still a
look
nice
up-
hotel.
I'm gonna look over at Sam real quick. Do you got any coke left?
He does,
Did you
in
pick up
fact.
I'll take the little bit of what I have left and I'll just slide it under the door.
Please accept this as our apologies.
And you hear, ooh, piece of candy. And
we do apologize.
they-
for
they
any
go-
inconvenience.
this'll buy you an hour, tops.
Thank you so much for your understanding. We here at what's the name of this building again?
The Driscoll.
We here at the Driscoll do appreciate your business and patronage.
and you hear them turn on some classic alternate rock, and you hear credit cards hitting the table as they're bunching up the cocaine and doing their own business. And this Archon guy looks at you guys and says, "Man, you guys are something else."
I typically deal with vinegar. Sometimes it's useful to use.
When we're walking away, I'm gonna kind of get a little bit close to Barry, and I'm gonna lean over. Like, "Are you sure we can't kill these clowns?" Like, I don't like them. I don't like anything about them. When I'm reading about them, they suck.
We don't have time to deal with them currently. We have more important business. Now, where's that room with the techie in it?
It's funny that you asked that, because right before we go to there, let's go back to the net. And Blackadder, why don't you, if you want to take control of the turrets again, you now have a +2. So if you'd like to do that.
So the interface +2 incoming.
Okay.
Oof.
With an
Good-
amazing
good oof.
roll,
Break.
you break through the barriers with your interface check, and you get straight into control of these turrets. You have control of every turret on the first floor.
Nice.
All right. And you already have control of the skeleton key, and you got the file. You're at the bottom floor of this architecture. You can leave a virus behind if you'd like, or if it's not important to you, then you don't have to do that. Otherwise, when you jack out of this system, it'll return to its exact form that it was before. So all the black ice will be back, and you won't have control. You'd have to do it all over again.
I actually don't have any virus programs to leave. Does Elena have any?
Well, Elena can fabricate one for you, for sure.
All right, yeah, because I don't have any, so I'm gonna have to rely on her to do that.
So why don't
Definitely
you
wanna-
roll interface for me?
All right, get that +2 still going on. Ooh.
Yep. So that's a 13, and she's got a 15.
That was with the +2. That was with the.
Oh, that
+2.
was with the +2. Okay, 11.
Yeah,
Well, she's got
unfortunately.
15. So with your two heads together, you are able to fabricate something simple. Like, you're able to delete all the black ice programs, so if you want to come back, you can just do that.
Nice.
So she, her body splits, a part of her arm, like, just splits off and then regrows, and then that arm expands in the net, and you see it starting to take over this architecture, and the black ice programs disappear from this architecture,
Nice.
and you can also delete all the passwords too.
Yep, I'm gonna clean it all out.
Can
Put
you
them all-
change the passwords?
Yeah, you can change the password to,
Yeah.
to something that you know.
Yeah, change all the passwords. Don't delete them, because that means someone can just come in and go, turrets.
1,
Key.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh my god. Hey,
All right, you change all the passwords
Capital P ass word.
with an @ as the A.
Hmm.
All
money
right.
sign, capital P @ money sign 0 RD.
All right, so now we are back at the first floor of the Driscoll, out of the net. You're still jacked in, right?
No, I'm going to, after she's done with the virus, I want to jack out so I can move with the crew and not be all out here by myself.
Okay. You're back into the meat space as you have jacked out of the system. Now, since you do have that extender, that means from right here on this corner, right here, because you do have the 8-meter extender, you can still control the node from there. Or the staircase, or anywhere. You could just jack in and get back to the turrets if you need to.
Now, I am curious, since Elena left basically a replication of herself, could we have her control the turret?
She can stay in the net architecture, but she expresses to you guys that everything's really weird once Blackadder's not there with her. So it's
Okay.
unpredictable.
No, fuck that noise. I'm in range. I just wanted to come around so I can see what you guys are doing. I can see up and down the hallways.
You can
instead
check
of
the
being in the
staircase
dark.
to,
Yeah.
guard the stairwell.
Yep.
All right. So The room that you guys are looking for is this one that has the Biotechnica employee and the tech. That's
And which room
107.
just had a Biotechnica employee in it again?
This guy right here, and that door is locked.
Well, yeah, they're all
They're
locked.
all locked.
Yep. So
So
yeah.
get down here, and I'm going to kind of look at Hub, Adder, and Sam, and hold up 2 fingers, and then hold up just 1 finger, and like which, that like.
I don't think it's clear what you want to do.
Well, so what Barry does is he holds up 2 fingers and points to the room with the 2 people. Then he holds up 1 finger, points to the room with the 1 person, and
Yeah, so he's asking
he
which room.
points between the 2 of them.
Yeah, which room?
Oh, well, we'll get the one closer to the door first. So point at the one with the 2 people.
No, this one has the one closest to the door.
It's
has
this
the
one.
1
Yeah,
person.
yeah.
Okay, yeah, then this one, the one closest to the door with the 1 person.
Okay.
Here's the key. Help yourself.
I already got a key. We
All
made
right.
so many.
Do you guys unlock it and walk in?
Yeah, I'm assuming that Barry kind of not Barry, but Hub is going to unlock it, open the door, and I'm going to have basically a held action to rush the guy when I see him once the door is open, to like rush in and grab him.
Okay, so you're positioned right there. Hub, to unlock it, you have to stand right there though, because that's where the key card goes in.
Right where? Over
Yeah,
here?
right there, exactly where Hub is. All right, so you unlock it.
Yep.
Okay, can you guys see when I pull it out right here? Can you guys see? Or you still
I
can't
see nothing yet.
No, that's
Well,
so
what?
weird. Okay, nothing. No, you should be able to see now.
Now. Yep,
Yeah.
Now
Yeah.
I can see.
Okay, so the door opens and you see this guy's on the shitter. And he's got his pants around his ankles and he's like, "Oh shit." And he's reaching for a gun that's on the counter or in the bathtub right here on his left-hand side.
I'm just going to. This is the most awkward thing I'm about to say, but I'm gonna rush him and I'm gonna grapple him while he's on the shitter.
All right. He's sitting on the shitter and he's just grabbing
Yeah,
you
pretty
as
much
you're
on-
grabbing him.
I'm going to grab his one arm that's with my unpower gloved arm, and my power gloved arm is going straight to his throat to grab.
Oh my god, he rolled a fucking 10, dude.
Holy shit.
All right. Here's a and even with negatives, I was going to give him -3. So, and give you +3. Let's see if you crit. I mean, if you crit, you might beat him.
Get him, Brian.
Nope. So you grab at him and he kind of slips your grip. He can't move because you pretty much blocked him off. And he tries to reach for his gun, but you kind of swatted his hand, try to grab him, and you guys are tussling, but you don't have a firm grip on him. Now, while that's going on, I believe Hub and Sam, you guys can act at the same time. You guys could be like right behind Barry.
I'll move in around this corner and I'll look in here and make sure there's not anybody else.
Okay.
What kind of thing would it? Since he's trying to grapple this dude, what if I just kind of want to run, like run into the bathroom. What do you need for me to like grab the gun and like push it away? I want to either grab the gun and toss it to the other side of the bathroom, or run in and fucking boot this guy right in the face and then push the gun away.
You would, if you want, it's either boot him in the face or push the gun away. Those are one of the 2 actions that you can do.
I'm actually just gonna run in here and I'm gonna pick up the submachine gun and just point it at him.
Okay, you do that. You don't have to roll anything for that because you came in right behind Barry.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab it and I'm gonna take a step back and I'm just gonna point the submachine gun right at him.
And then he's just like, fuck! You're gonna kill a man on the shitter?
I might.
And
You should.
he looks and he's like, what the fuck does the atrocity want with me?
This is just a bonus for me.
And he looks and he goes, you Z-tuber over there? What the fuck is going on, man?
So I'm going to
kindly go to grab his throat again while he's there. Like, I'm not going to put any pressure or anything yet, but I want to have a good grip on his throat with that power glove.
Okay, you surprise him with a grapple check. Let's get another grapple check from you. You still have an advantage because you're literally over him.
And
Sam
he's
goes, give him a
literally-
swirly.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
Give him a
I'm about to
swirly.
just kill this guy.
Let's see what you roll, dude. He critted
Holy
again.
shit.
And he slips out of your grasp, rolls on the ground, butt naked, pants to his ankles, rolls around you, and right here. And he
Listen, if you don't want to die, you're going to quit moving.
tries to get out the door, and Archon
Yeah,
and
I'm
Hub
gonna-
are just at the door. You guys have this dude surrounded. And he looks at you and he says, "Fuck you, man. I know I'm dead either way." And he's clearly sweating and scared. You can tell that this guy knows he's got his number pulled.
Fucking mid-brown right now.
I know. Pants around his ankles, and this Archon looks and he says, "Can we just put this guy out of his goddamn misery?"
Would it be a brawling to like?
Well,
Hit
hold
him.
on. We out of character. We came here to find
never
out
mind.
we came here to find out what's going on, right? Not to like. Are we just like here to murder?
This guy's pissed Barry off. Sorry.
True.
All right, Barry, you take 2 swings at him.
Out of character, Barry was originally going in to question the guy, but he's officially pissed Barry off.
Yeah, he's moved out of the way too many times. So with your power gloved hand, you take out Betsy or Betty.
Well, with the other hand,
Yeah,
not
so
the power glove hand. Betsy is in his real hand.
so you rolled a 19 and a 20 with your +3. Here's him dodging for the first one. Failed at a -3.
Fail.
And then second one also... Oh, actually, the second one he passed.
-3 still a failure because he's at a 19 and I'm at a 20.
That's correct. You're right. My math was incorrect. All right, so both of them hit. Let's see if you crit. All right, we got...
That would be a
that would
crit.
be a crit. And let's see. Boom! You take a swing at this dude's kneecap, breaking his leg. You hear the crunch. He screams in agony. All right. Hold on. And then the second one is not a crit. So this guy, you smack him on the kneecap, breaking his leg. You clearly see his leg just shift into an awkward position. It's obvious that you broke his leg. He screams in agony. Everybody in the hallway would be able to hear. The doors are thick enough, you think, that nobody else can hear. And then you take another swing at this guy, at his head, smacking him, knocking some teeth out, breaking some cyberware that's in his face. And he's sitting there kind of gurgling his blood, just like in pain. He's not in good shape.
You know, like after those 2 hits, Sam's just gonna start curb stomping this guy. I don't even have a melee skill. Even if it doesn't need
Well, you
damage.
have brawling too.
Well,
Sam's just booting this dude.
Well, he's
Putting the boots on.
mortally wounded, so he's gonna take heavy negatives. And you boot him once in the head, boot him twice, and you hear a crunch, and he finally goes still. And
Pick him up and throw
dies.
him in.
Is this submachine gun the same type as like Hub's?
Yeah, it's just a regular submachine gun. It's a regular
I'm just
Militech submachine gun.
I'm just gonna pull the magazine out and hand it to Hub.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Pocket that shit.
Yeah, there was 1 armor-piercing round in there.
Sweet.
All right, and Barry, you said you put this guy's dead body in the tub?
Yeah, I'm going to throw his dead body in the tub and, pat him down for any identification, anything like that might be useful. And his agent.
It would be
I
to
want
sell
his
this.
agent.
As you're doing that, Archon's taking pictures of the body. He's looking like over your shoulder at the identification, and you see a biotechnica ID. It's like level 2 clearance. This guy's a security type. He's not dressed professionally, but he's a security type.
Yep.
Sam just kind of yoinks the security badge and puts it in his pocket.
And then Archon
Barry
is like,
likes him this time.
Archon's also looking through this guy, looking for anything else, and he's like got a serious look on his face.
All right, well, we got these other two
See?
techs we need to go.
See, I didn't want to do that.
I know, but you couldn't grab him. He was. Who would have thought he'd be so slippery while taking a shit, man?
Archon stands up and he says, "Fuck him," all serious, and then he kind of looks around and then he cracks a smile and goes, just fuck him.
But yeah, and
a human perception, see if he's like losing his shit a little bit at having like seen us just fucking murder a dude.
You're talking about Archon?
Yeah.
So
his general feel of all this.
From what you can tell, he's kind of cold about the whole situation. So he's like he has that air about him that this isn't the first time he's been in this kind of situation.
That's weird. All right.
All right. Oh, and just to make Sam happy, if the guy has any cred sticks or anything on him or any drugs, I'm gonna snatch that and throw it to Sam.
He's got 200 eddies on him, no drugs.
All right. So I get his agent, right?
Yep.
All right. As we're stepping out to the next room, I'm going to toss the agent over to Adder. See if it has anything.
And then when everybody comes out of this room, I'm gonna lock it behind him. Like when Archon walks out of the bathroom, I'm gonna lock the door to the bathroom. Is there anything in here, or is it just this? Does it look just like this?
Which bathroom? This one?
No, in the room. Like, so I'm just looking in here. Is there anything in here?
No,
In
it's
the
just
room.
an empty bed. There's like
Okay.
a small luggage next to the bed with clothes and stuff like that, but nothing. If you look through the luggage, you won't find anything important.
All right. So then as soon as Archon walks past Sam,
I'm gonna look at Sam as he's coming out. Hey man, do you want to see if there's a shirt in there you can wear? Because right now people are really blaming the atrocity for our horse shit we're doing. All right.
Middle finger in the air for the podcast listeners from Sam Ectoplasm.
That's fair.
So basically, this guy is dead in the bathtub. And now, Blackadder, if you want to look through this phone, get me an electronic security check to see if you can break through the password.
also, if Archon lingers any longer in the bathroom, Sam's just gonna go, I know you said fuck him, but are you like literally going to fuck him? Because let's go.
He gets out. He had taken. He was taking a lot of pictures, like a lot.
Dude,
And
fucking, he's
Close
taking pictures and shit.
yeah,
Close this.
he
Close.
took
this
a bunch
door.
of pictures.
I fucking walk up to him, motherfucker. We said no pictures, no video.
Well, I
And he's
said
like,
you.
he said, "Hey, it's for the private collection. Don't worry, it's not gonna get out."
Am I supposed to just trust you for the shit? And also, that's weird as fuck.
He points at the dead body and goes, "Hey, man, we're in too deep together already."
All right. So next door, right?
Well, first, Blackadder, you're in the phone. You have full control of it. What do you guys want to do?
Scan it for any tracking devices, number one.
It's the general Biotechnica corporate tracking devices. If they want to know where their employees are, that's what they do, and they know that
Yeah.
he's here.
Yeah, don't disable that.
Mhm.
That'll be suspicious. See if there's any files, anything. If anybody sent him any instructions, any.
Emails.
His recent text messages are apparently with somebody phone number, and their conversation is much like when I give you the signal, come into our room if we need help. And he said it's stuff like, you're across the way, so you should be able to get here as quickly as possible. And then there's a lot of him saying my stomach hurts. I don't know what I ate.
Nice.
And then a response of don't fuck this up, all right? And I think he fucked it up. Just spoiler. And that's pretty much it.
All right, no news is good news, boys. Let's continue on.
But
All right.
Exit,
So-
lock it.
So there should be two in here. So, okay, which one of you with me?
You cut out there for a second. So.
I said, I'm going to look at you. All right, Screamo and Speed. There should be 2 in here. Which one of you want to come in here with me?
I mean, I'm pretty sure all 3 of us are going in here, right?
Well, somebody has to open the door, and then...
Archon volunteers. He goes, I'll open the door.
All right. I'm going to go for the person who looks like the guard. I want y'all to cover the person who looks like the techie. No gunfire unless absolutely necessary. And I'm going to actually pull back out the katana I got from earlier and go, either one of you any good with these?
Sam just kind of goes like this and points at Barry. You are.
Archon raises his hand and says, I know a little thing or two about it.
Sam just goes, I'll take that.
Well, I'm going to look at Hub. Are you any good?
I'm okay with it.
All right, then I'll hand it to Hub.
Yeah.
It's like, we can be quieter this way.
Yeah.
Okay. So
And then I'll pull off one of my hatchets. Well, actually, my only hatchet right now, because I haven't replaced the other one that got explodified in the...
The one that got vaporized in an explosion.
I'll pull off my other hatchet and hand it over to Sam, and then pull out one of my knives and hand it to Archon.
Okay, Archon just looks at you and says, I got a knife, man. I just wanted to use that bad boy.
That's fair. It's not really my style. All right, Archon, pop the door.
You guys put in the key card.
Wait.
Sure.
1 second. Hey, Adder. Do me a
I'm
favor. Send a text saying to that number he's been talking to, saying that, my guts are on fire, like I'm blowing up the toilet, something like that. And tell me right as you send it.
All right. Typing.
And then I'm going to have the person ready at the door.
Sending now.
Okay, the
Point
exact moment you guys unlock the door, Archon kicks the door open, and you guys are able to walk right in there. So who walks in first? Barry,
It's
you
gonna
see
be me.
that guy looks like he's not a female, and so he's the other occupant.
I'm really hoping he's currently looking down at his phone.
That's exactly what he's doing. He's looking down at his agent, and then for a split
Bless him.
moment, he looks up, and Barry, you have already closed that distance, and you're on him. Would you like to grapple him? Would you like to? What are you looking to do?
Yeah, I'm.
Home run!
Does he have any weapons currently drawn?
No,
That's the big question.
no.
All right, if he has no weapons currently drawn, I'm going to grapple him and try to pin him against the wall. Once again, moving for that prepare to choke a bitch out.
Okay, so let's get a grapple check from you, and this is going to be him. Okay, here's his grapple versus yours. 18.
That's a little better.
That's a lot better. I'm going to give you a +2 because of your surprise ambush and a -1 to him. All right, perfectly fine. You grab onto him and you grab, how does it look? You're grabbing both wrists, you're grabbing him by the throat. What is the grapple exactly?
Yeah, the power glove is grabbing him by the throat, and my other hand is grabbing his right arm because most people are right hand dominant. So I'm just making a guess here and pinning it.
Okay, and then you want to pin him against the wall?
Yeah, and basically to let Sam and Hub rush in to cover down on the on the chick that they have.
Yeah, so what's your full move? 6?
My full move is a 8.
8. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. You could
I
either
could
pin him.
probably get him to that back wall.
Yeah, you can. Part of the rules as written is if you win the grapple check, you can move him your full movement to wherever you want.
Yeah, so I'll just him like we're just going straight back to that back wall.
Okay, so you pin this guy against the wall over here, And then I'm going to put you there. And then as you do that, Hub, you close the distance on this techie. And she was mid pulling out a pistol right when you close the distance on her. Would you like to grapple her as well?
I'm not going to try and grapple because I suck at that. I'm just going to say if you don't want to get fucking stabbed, you drop that pistol right now.
You come at her with the sword in hand, and the sword is at her throat before she can even pull the pistol up.
Oh, that's a good persuasion.
That's a pretty good persuasion. And she immediately drops the pistol on the ground and puts her hands up, and she goes, I don't even work for Biotechnica. I'm just an independent contractor, okay? Whatever the fuck's going on, he's your guy, okay?
With my foot, I move the pistol back behind me so it's not within arm's reach.
Kick it back to Sam.
Yeah. And I'll say, all right, our big friend there's gonna ask that guy some questions.
Yeah, when you kick it behind you, it's just like, ooh, I'm getting toys today.
Archon yells out, ask her if there's anyone in the bathroom.
Is there anyone in the bathroom?
She says, no. There's nobody in the bathroom. Archon kicks the door open. And he walks in and you hear him say, clear.
We were pretty sure on that. So I'm going to look at the guy I'm kind of choking right now. So
and his eyes are like bulging out of his head, and he can't move his arm. He can't move anything. I'm assuming you lock the joints on the power fist.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so just to give you guys information, what you're seeing around you is there's a bunch of comms equipment with this tech, like around this area. She's just got all these like weird gadgets and gizmos. It's like a closed circuit comm relay going on.
Sam just walks out, pokes his head out the door, and goes, hey man, there's toys in here. And comes right back in.
And she says, and you hear the guy that's being choked. He's like, don't fucking say a word, you dumb bitch. And she says, this is just a closed circuit relay. It's a comm relay that goes up to the second floor. It's so nobody can listen in on our conversations, and we can give them any information they need. Please just let me go.
I'm going to look over at her. Does he normally talk to you like this?
I mean, I'm used to it. That's how Biotechnica likes to do business.
So what do you've heard a lot of their conversations since you've been their tech, right?
And he's like, don't fucking talk. Oh. And she's kind of nervous, and she says, I don't know. I don't know what to say. I'm just I'm telling you, I'm just an independent contractor.
I'm gonna just calmly reach in as I'm still choking him.
Mm-hmm.
Pull out one of my knives, and I'm gonna just shank this dude.
Okay, you want to hit a vital organ?
Yeah. Like I'm going like for a kidney shank, or like stabbing him in the heart. I'm just like I want to kill this guy.
So you let go of his dominant hand, and he tries to swing at you at the same time. So why don't I get a brawling check, and I'm going to give you a +3 and him a -3.
Well, would it be an evasion check then? If I'm trying to dodge the hit? Or is he trying to break the grapple?
He's trying to break your grapple. So he's trying to hit your fist and try to like pull a component. Or he's trying to actually he's trying to punch you. He's trying to sucker punch you.
So if he's trying to sucker punch me, it would be a evasion check. And if he was trying to break the grapple, he would have to beat the DV of the lock joint.
Exactly. So he's instead going to just take a swing at you. And he rolled a 21. Ooh!
Oh, he hits me.
He connects. He hits you in the body.
You just stand there and fucking stare at him in the damn face.
3d6, 9 damage, ignoring half of your armor.
That guy have power arm?
Yeah, he had a power arm.
Oh, he had a power arm? Okay.
Yeah. So he hits you in the side of the ribs, but since you have your joints locked, it doesn't break the grip. Normally, you would have broken your grapple, but with the locked joints, even if you wanted to, you would have to unlock the joints to break this grapple.
So, seeing all that happen, can Sam like run up behind Barry and just bury this hatchet right in this dude's face?
Yeah, definitely. You could just walk right up to him and just put your hatchet right into his head.
Yeah, I'm just gonna run up there and I'm gonna put my hand. I'm gonna put my.
As I'm seeing Sam start to run up, I'll just hand him the katana real quick.
All right, and give me a cool check, Barry or Hub, or actually
Okay.
Sam and Hub. Give me a cool check.
to see
1d10
see if y'all
plus cool,
pass it
right?
over.
1d10 plus cool. Nice, you rolled a 10.
I'm so cool.
Hub doesn't even step back. Hub just like
I was expecting
tosses the katana into the air.
Nice.
And you rolled a fucking 9, dude. So Hub.
All right,
Yeah,
so
hell yeah.
So how does
when
this
that
look?
happens-
alley-oop the katana.
So when that happens, I'm assuming that. So here's what's gonna happen, right? Hub, like, tosses the katana behind him, right? Sam's got the hatchet. Sam sees it, and Sam just kind of like tosses the hatchet over towards Hub, and then just reaches up and grabs the fucking handle to the katana and runs forward and just runs forward and just
So
right in the
you
guy's
jump.
face.
You jump.
See,
You grab the katana in one motion, and as you're jumping in, you dive using that forward momentum. You stab this guy right into the head. And other than his concussion, he has a katana going through his eyeball out the back of his head as you slice into him and pin him against the wall. And he goes limp, dead.
Okay, I'm gonna once again start searching his body for his stuff, and as I'm doing it, I'm going to say to the techie without even looking at her, "Now you can answer my friend's questions without being worried."
She looks significantly more worried now.
I just give Sam a thumbs up. Nice.
And you find 250 eddies on him, and she says, "There's a doctor upstairs. They got a body upstairs. I think she's alive. They got another doctor with her. They got her sedated. She looks like she was a prisoner. They wanted us to relay information if anybody interesting is walking through the hotel. I guess they would want to know about you guys, but we didn't
No,
see
we're
you."
not interesting, are we?
And what else? What else do you want to know? What else? I mean,
Okay.
she's spilling everything.
Well,
I was hoping that part of the cool check is when Hub tossed the fucking katana and then Sam tossed the hatchet. That we basically just like
Yeah, like
traded.
I caught the hatchet.
We
you
basically
caught-
just like traded weapons.
Yeah, totally.
it was super cool.
It was definitely cool, dude. You rolled for it. So.
Yeah.
And she asks you, what else would you want to know?
You said this relay goes from here upstairs. Is there a way we can access the network up there? Cameras, turrets, any of that stuff?
She shakes her head. No, this is literally just an information, a messaging, direct messaging device. I can tell them the coast is clear, and everything's fine. I mean, she looks at her watch. In 5 minutes, I gotta tell them that everything is clear. I could just do it now.
No,
Yeah,
wait
just-
for 5 minutes.
Just
5.
just wait here, keep sending those messages. Whole place is locked down anyways, no one's getting in or out. We got no problems with you, you got no problems with us.
And she says, "So, I'm free to leave, or?"
Not yet. We still need you to send that message in 5 minutes.
As soon as
You're no
So-
longer under the employ of Biotechnica, though.
Archon walks in between you guys and says, "It would be cleaner if she was eliminated."
dude, shut the
Oh.
fuck up.
Whoa, I'm gonna look over at Archon. No. We don't do that here.
And he looks at you all and he says, "You okay? All right, whatever you say, man." And he pulls out a cigarette and lights it up and stands over here. And then a service bot in front of the door says, "Sir, there's no smoking in this hotel." And he kicks the service bot, and then it just continues walking.
Hub's just fucking shaking his head like, who's this motherfucker think that he is?
I'm gonna look.
Sam sends a message to everybody and just goes, "This dude's about to have the shortest living Z-tube career ever."
He's excitable. I'm going to send them back a message. I am certain he has something personal against Biotechnica at this point. This isn't just some Z-tube shit.
But then you guys get a nice little message from Sam that should kind of make everybody worried when Sam goes, "This dude's a psychopath." No, this dude's a sociopath. He wants to kill this chick. This chick is helping us out.
And the 5 minutes have been up, and you see her type, and you can see on her screen, all clear. And then she types like a series of numbers. She goes, and I have to put these numbers, or else they'll know that something's wrong.
Sweet. I'm gonna go over here and just pluck the katana out of the wall. Say,
Sam's just like, no, this is mine now. You gave it to me. You have the axe.
The body slumps and slides down the floor and crumples like a bag of potatoes.
I'm gonna do a persuasion check against Sam.
All right.
Shut up.
This is a quiet man's weapon.
Quiet man.
You are not a quiet man.
Hey, Sam. How about once you figure out how to swing it better, you can have it?
Okay, sweet.
And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to end our session tonight as the wise guys have conquered the first floor of the Driscoll Hotel. What awaits for them on the second floor, we do not know, but we do know that they've got a leg up on the competition.
Well, we still gotta get rid of those hot hand guys.
Well, they're
Well, so I was worried about, like, I wasn't worried about it until we were told that they're wooden doors. So if they're wooden doors, they can just.
Well, now we can train the turrets on the doors.
That's true.
100%. You have control of the turrets. Coming through those doors is not safe for them.
So Adder could probably put something in the turrets that if anybody that has wearing like the hot hands insignia steps out of their room, they just get
at
blapped.
this point, if anybody steps out of their room.
Nah, because here's the thing. I know we're telling this chick not to leave the room, but if I was in her situation, like if this was me, if I was the comms tech in this situation, as soon as all these crazy dudes who just murdered this biotechnica guy left, I would run out of the room and try to get out. And
we can say the front door is also locked.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, but I mean, still, she's a tech.
The front door is a little heavier than the. Yeah.
Well, I mean, if y'all think I'm leaving her in this room, you're out of your mind.
Oh yeah, I thought we were leaving her
like
in
the
here
others.
She's got to stay in here. She's got to stay in here to keep doing the all clear comms and stuff.
Well,
Yeah, she'll be contained like all the others on
here's
lockdown.
Here's the thing. She just sent the all clear message. That means we have time to do what we have to. However, I do not want to leave her in this room so she can send a message going, "It ain't all clear. It ain't all clear."
Exactly. Yeah.
Well, Blackadder could take a look at the comms equipment and disable it. You could do all kinds of things. I mean, it's not like you don't know your way around equipment like that, you know?
I know my equipment, okay?
Exactly. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's wrap it up. I know that we have a lot to talk about, but make sure you guys are following all my wise guys on their Twitch channels. DG Rage Riot, Jimbalsaurus Rex, and What the Fool. Make sure you guys go to their Twitch channel and you subscribe or follow
their YouTube channels.
They're playing fun games like Among Us and all kinds of stuff like that.
Everybody playing Among Us.
I know. And send your love to Joe because he deserves it. Thank you guys so much for watching and listening. We'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.
Before you close it out, I'm about to start playing Baldur's Gate 3, and I think I'm going to do it with Joe, and possibly.
Is it out?
It's in early
this weekend.
It's in early access right now.
Oh, okay.
It's still like buggy at the moment, so I don't know.
Okay.
I'm
wanna
keep
play
an
it
eye on it,
during-
but yeah.
Sorry.
See you guys.
Bye, guys.
Later.
Bye.